All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. It is Dave, the Real Music Observer, here, observing real music in real time for real people just like you right there and just like me right here. Talking about the King of Pop and this new documentary which has dropped, and by all accounts, and I have not seen the doc yet, and I don't know if I'm going to have what is it, like 4 hours worth of material to wade through. Not sure I'm going to have that much time all at once. I may have to watch it piecemeal, watch it an hour here or there. So far, the documentary has been very powerful in convincing folks that Michael Jackson had a big problem with little kids. And we suspected this a long time ago. Some of it kind of blew over, some of it stuck a little bit. Look, Michael Jackson, as far as an artist, you know, he was just one of a kind, especially early on. I would say Off the Wall and Thriller are two of the greatest pop slash R&B records that were ever manufactured. It's hard to not look at those records and say to yourself, well, this is just run-of-the-mill stuff. No, it was spectacular. Thriller is essentially like Toto, Michael Jackson, and Quincy Jones, unleashed, with some great songwriting. I think there were some contributors there who helped Michael, obviously, songwriting contributors, but the dude had just insane talent and was also coming of age just at the dawn of the MTV era. So, I listened to some of what Eddie Trunk had to say, and talking about specifically if Michael's music will or could get banned. In this case, if this documentary is as powerful as I think it is, there's a high likelihood that people might stop playing it. Now, he did some weird tangent about Gary Glitter. Now, I'm not going to get too much into Gary Glitter, but Gary Glitter is actually serving jail time. Gary Glitter, nobody knows who he is, number one. Number two, nobody really knows that Rock and Roll Part 2 is a Gary Glitter song. They just hear it at a hockey game and everybody starts, doing the Rock and Roll Part 2. Yeah, da 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 da. Hey, I mean, that's the whole song. I think it was on like those Jock Jams CD compilations from the early 90s with 2 Unlimited and all that kind of stuff. I just don't think people are going to stop playing one song that they don't even know who the artist is to begin with, and they can't correlate that the guy was kind of a perv and did all these bad things. It's just not, it's not substantial enough. You've got a lot of radio stations that still include Michael Jackson in their classic hits library. In fact, in recent years, it seems as though Michael's music is starting to kind of creep back into those formats where it had probably been taken out for a while, maybe because of what we thought was the truth, or maybe programmers just figured it was a loser, in the sense that if you lose one or two, because they're all so paranoid out there, they can't play a new song by an old artist or something like that next to like 20 songs that you know. So they're going to be equally as paranoid about Michael Jackson, and having mom explain to the kids or whoever else is in the car as to who that is and what he did and blah, blah, blah. So there is going to be huge fallout from this. The Michael Jackson estate is going to suffer. Thriller will probably be overtaken by a lot of other albums where there's no aura or stigma surrounding them. The Eagles' Greatest Hits Volume 1, I think, is still at the top anyway now, and it surpassed Thriller a few years ago, and there may be one or two records that are creeping up on Thriller. I don't know. I'd have to look at the charts. The bottom line, this is really sad if it's as devastating as it seems to be. but hey, it's not like a lot of folks are surprised, which again is sad. So it doesn't change the fact that those records are amazing records. It does, unfortunately, link the artist who made them to them, and thus, ruining the party for everybody. So that's my take on it. I'm not sure what y'all think, but it's interesting stuff. And when I do see the documentary, I will do a full-length, longer video about the entire thing, and then sort of add my 2 cents to that. So, done. Be back soon. See you soon.